England's top order has collapsed dramatically to be 21 for 5. The debutant Kevin Pietersen is left with the task of trying to rebuild England's innings. Glenn McGrath is in sensational form today. That's his 5th successive wicket. It's been a devastating opening spell for the Australians. He nailed Andrew Flintoff for a duck. England were reeling at 5 for 21. Not the start that the home side was looking for, having dismissed the Aussies for 190 in their first innings. At the crease now is the Test debutant Kevin Pietersen. He's joined by wicket-keeper Geraint Jones, and Pietersen has looked cool from the off.
McGrath continues. He's timing the ball perfectly today. We can have a look at that again. Pietersen facing.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6. What can I say about that shot? He does look in good touch today.
McGrath continues.
That is massive.
Played into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. Play it away with comfort.
Can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant!
Picked the length quickly with that one.
Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch. It's pretty tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this. There doesn't seem to be any margin for error. Oh, he really laid into that delivery, 4 all the way. What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
We can have a look at that again. He's worked that into the gap. That's 50 for Peterson.
Ah, 50 for Kevin Peterson. He always plays with a certain joie de vivre. Well, he's done that again today. After a good performance with the ball by England, it's absolutely crucial that they get off to a flying start with the bat. Then they have a chance of controlling the game. Having dismissed the Australians for 190 in their first innings, England must seize their opportunity and gain control of the match. They need a solid start from the openers, Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss, if they are to dominate the Australians. Out in the middle now is Marcus Trescothick.
That's racing away to the cover boundary.
Ah, wonderful cover drive.
Trescothick waiting at the striker's end. And that is an impressive shot. That was a no ball by McGrath.
His straight driving is perfect.
There's the umpire signal, no ball.
Wow, he's only been out there for a minute or two and he's timed that perfectly.
Let's see the action replay of that.
Well, that's perfection. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just stroked it away.
Four more to Trescothick.
Well, they've played poorly. I mean, it's wholehearted stuff, but in the end, they just haven't played well enough. Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good.
That was 6 all the way. We can have a look at that again.
He's facing now is Andrew Strauss. That's ideal. A perfect example of how to play that shot, and he deserved 4 for it.
The sweeper picks up. Batsmen change their mind.
Now, that's not the right line to bowl to this guy, not at all. He'll thrash you if you bowl there.
Let's take a look at that.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it. No boundaries. The bowlers cannot give away boundaries. They have to keep it tighter now. Nice start. That'll settle him down.
Shot. Well, that'll beat the fielder.
He is an exquisite cover driver.
That brings up his half-century.
Now that's an excellent 50 from Marcus Trescothick. He dealt so well with the ball moving around early on, and you just sense he's beginning to feel a little freer. It's pretty tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this. There doesn't seem to be any margin for error.
And the end of the over. That is a top shot. Played into the gap. That's 2 more runs on the board. Steered expertly into the gap. He was pushing his luck a little there. Managed to get 3 out of that. Excellent running.
That's a bit of a cliche, but it does hold true. Good running between the wickets will help you win matches.
Shot. That is beautifully played.
No, that's not great bowling, to be honest. I don't think the captain will be too happy with that. Show them the maker's name. That is a perfect example of the straight drive. So beautiful to watch too.
And that required perfect timing.
He must concentrate on line and length. Nothing else now. It's give nothing away to the opposition. That's the message. Nope, the bowler won't be happy about that.
He's got hold of that one, out to the ground.
You almost sense how much he loves to thread the ball through the cover region. After an impressive performance by the openers Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss, a middle-order partnership would help England to take a stranglehold on the second test. After After a solid opening partnership between Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss of 112, England lost wickets in quick succession and are now 187 for 4. Kevin Peterson's at the non-striker's end and Andrew Flintoff has just arrived at the wicket. It's a new over from Shane Warne, and England's hopes of amassing a big total could well depend on this partnership. Here's Andrew Flintoff.
3 runs here. The sweeper picks up. That's 2 more runs on the board. We're diving for cover with that one. Play it away with comfort. He's not a good judge of a run, is he? Fine running by those 2 batsmen.
Oh, good running, very good running. And it does add precious runs to the total that'll make such a difference when it gets down to the wire. He really is very strong off his legs.
That was still going up as it cleared the rate. Let's see the action replay of that.
Here's Kevin Peterson. He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
That was a no ball by Warne. There's the umpire signal, no ball. Peterson waiting at the striker's end. That's a big hit, it'll go all the way.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6. Too many runs for the captain's liking, in my view. I reckon he'll whip him out of the attack. Fantastic shot there, and I think he knew it was 4 just as soon as he struck. Nicely timed. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time. Sometimes ease and grace will do it.
That's found the gap in the field. The batsman will have to be more careful now, having got away with that. Flintoff has now moved into the 20s. Stopped in the covers.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
Super shot.
Huge! That is huge!
Played into the gap. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. It's a good call from Peterson. hit straight to a fielder. He's really given that a whack. 6 runs.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Really struck that well.
What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
This partnership is really frustrating bowlers. Beautiful piece of batting, that.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Oh, he really laid into that delivery, 4 all the way.
We can have a look at that again. Stopped in the covers.
His straight driving is perfect.
These two are building a solid partnership. That brings up his half-century.
He's applied himself superbly out there. You know, conditions have been tricky, but it's a top-class innings.
He's worked that into the gap. There's just one there. I think he was easily back in the crease there. The batsmen changed their mind. One to bowl his leg spin. Oh, that's a really superb shot.
No, that was a really good stroke. He looks in great touch out there. England are in the driving seat as Andrew Flintoff arrives at the crease in England's second innings. An inspired effort from Big Freddie would all but destroy Australia's hopes of winning this second test. The score's 72 for 5, with Ian Bell still out there on 20, and England need to build on their first innings lead. It might just be Andrew Freddie Flintoff who's the man to do it.
That was a no ball by Gillespie.
He loves driving the ball, especially through the covers, and frankly, there's no one better at it. It's Freddie Flintoff on strike.
Ponting is not going to reach that.
He is so strong through the covers, strong and so precise too.
Hit straight to a fielder.
Not a very successful campaign so far.
Well, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Covers are still on, and play's unlikely to start for a while.
This is exactly the scene that every cricketer dreads. The rain beginning to pour down. I think this could be a longer delay than we had first expected. Frustration all round. Well, it's a relief to be able to tell you that the rain has cleared up, the clouds have moved away, the players are already out there in the middle, and in the commentary box is Richie Bannon.
That was a mighty hit. He looks as if he might be hurt. Flintoff is really taking the match to the bowlers.
You just don't see it played much better than that. Marvellously well played.
He's got it into the gap. The sweeper picks up. Bell said no to another run.
You can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant! Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good.
That's in the stands. 6 runs.
Huge! That is huge!
Well, I won't like that one little bit. He's worked that into the gap. He looked as if he was home to me. The batsmen changed their mind.
Good stroke, but I don't think that's the place to bowl to it. Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch.
That won't please the wicket-keeper.
Oh, poor wicket-keeping, we have to say that. 4 byes is such a gift for the batting side.
He found the gap with precision.
Oh, that's got the treatment, and you got to say it deserved it.
Flintoff facing. There's his half-century.
Big Freddie Flintoff goes to 50, and as always, he does so with a flourish. Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
Tucked off his legs. That is a glorious stroke.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
Marvellous stuff.
A good performance from Michael Vaughan in the England top order is really needed here to set up a healthy target for the Australians to chase. Vaughan is well set on 45.
Michael Vaughan, the England captain's on 45, and he looks in good touch today, having won the toss and chosen to bat. He's facing Glenn McGrath, and it's really up to Vaughan and Trescothick now to put pressure on the Australians.
There's his half-century.
He's applied himself superbly out there. You know, conditions have been tricky, but it's a top-class innings.
That's cleared the boundary. 6 runs.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers. Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
Could be runs here. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. Vaughan said no to another run. There should be some runs here. And the end of the over. Gillespie to start another over of this long spell. That one's gone to the fence.
Ah, well, everything was in the right place there, and it raced away to the boundary.
Oh, that could be a very painful blow. These runs will be signalled as leg byes. Umpires signalling that as leg byes.
Yes, lovely stroke. What a beauty. And how would have he enjoyed that?
He's got it into the gap.
Oh, it's a monster.
That is a top shot.
He loves driving the ball, especially through the covers, and frankly, there's no one better at it.
He's worked that into the gap. That's a good call from Triscothing.
Exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum. Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows.
That's a beautiful shot.
Perfect. Just the most perfect straight drive. A dead straight bat and very demoralising for a quick bowler, that.
That's found the gap in the field. There's his century.
Oh, he's played really well out there and thoroughly deserves that 100. Now, the key thing is to keep going because there's a big total to be had here today. Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
Marvellous effort that. He struck 2 sixes now off this over from Gillespie. Smashed that one right out of the ground.
That is massive.
Oh, that was expensive.
Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man out long on.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run earner for him too.
Beautiful piece of batting that. He picked that up beautifully.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
What a marvellous shot.
No, the bowler won't be happy about that.
He's got the green light. He's safe.
Uppish but safe. I guess you'd say keep it on the ground at this stage, but well, we're watching one of the great risk takers.
Tucked off his legs. Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. Batsmen changed their mind.
His straight driving is perfect.
Swept away. Just one run. McGrath is switching to round the wicket. Big shout for that one. Yes, he's been given. McGrath gets his first wicket. We can have a look at that again. Four runs to Bell.
And he picks his spot beautifully. That's a glorious boundary.
Played into the gap.
Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack.
That's a huge six.
They are. He deserves every second of this applause. It's going to come, and it's going to come. It's been a magnificent inning.
Thanks mainly to the bowling of Ashley Giles, the Australian top order has been dismissed pretty cheaply. The tail is exposed and it's time for the pace attack to clean it up. Australia are in deep trouble at 133 for 5. It's going to take something special from the lower order to rescue the innings. Adam Gilchrist has 12, Shane Warne has just come to the crease with him. Ashley Giles is in the middle of a good spell, but Michael Vaughan might well now look to bring back Simon Jones. He can rattle cages and hopefully pick up Australian wickets.
Shane Warne's on strike.
Giles is coming around the wicket. He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. He'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Gone, caught.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch.
And the end of the over.
That was a great over. The best we've seen today. You know, if you give nothing away, you'll be amazed at the mistakes you can force.
And we have a change of bowling. See a change in the bowling. Jones is switching to round the wicket. Jones is going to try over the wicket. Jones is switching to round the wicket. Jones is going to try over the wicket. Got him, yes, he's out. Great catch, he got his hands in the right place, and somehow it's stuck.
Well taken, well taken. You know, he never looked like missing it.
Giles has taken 4 wickets now.
It's been a great spell of bowling. He's troubled everybody and deserved those wickets.
This was how the innings ended for Clark. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. He'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Well, he'll be aiming for that rough stuff. He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. Well, he'll be aiming for that rough stuff.
He's been beaten for pace, and beaten for pace by some margin. This is high-quality cricket.
He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. Ouch, that must have hurt. And we have a change of bowling. Edged and out, straight in. No problem with that. I wouldn't expect to miss those.
That's not a great stroke. It's almost as if he lost concentration.
Let's see the action replay of that.
England are off to a great start as Geraint Jones makes his way to the middle to join the prolific Andrew Flintoff. A good partnership from them would make it increasingly difficult for the Australians to mount a challenge in the fourth test. The usual animated Brett Lee there as Kevin Pietersen gets a thin edge through to the waiting gloves of Adam Gilchrist. 45 for Kevin Pietersen, but England reeling a bit at 241 for 5. It's crucial that Geraint Jones, who's unbeaten at the other end, does something with Andrew Flintoff, who's about to face Brett Lee.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler. Here's Freddie.
He's worked that into the gap. That was a very anxious moment for the batsman there. Played into the gap. The sweeper picks up. He's not a good judge of the run, is he? That was good running by the batsman.
It's a good plan, this, by the batsman. You can sense that they want to run the field as ragged. Such pressure and mistakes will come. Oh, he really laid into that delivery, 4 all the way. Expensive, too expensive, particularly at this stage of the game. You know, you cannot afford to hemorrhage runs like that. Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Picked the length quickly with that one.
You just don't see it played much better than that. Marvellously well played.
He's got it into the gap.
If you ask me, they've struggled for the duration of campaign. There have been flashes, yes, but in the main, It's been a disappointment.
Well, that was 6 as soon as he hit it.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
That easily cleared the boundary.
The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows.
Stopped in the covers. That's found the gap in the field. There's just one there.
What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
Brings up his half-century.
Well played, well played. Now, get your head down and move to the next milestone. The big one, the 100.
That was a no ball by Lee. There's the umpire signal, no ball. That's a big hit, it'll go all the way. Should be some runs here. These two are building a solid partnership. One to start another over of this long spell.
No, the bowler won't be happy about that.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum.
We can have a look at that again.
Oh, this is wonderful timing. It's a beautiful innings, but boy, through the leg side, it's been very special.
Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. Flintoff sending him back. That's a good call from Jones. Play it away with comfort.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run earner for him too. demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff.
That is a glorious stroke. That brings up his century.
Oh yes, and don't the crowd love it? 100 for Andrew Flintoff. He's the... With the seemingly simple task of chasing 129 for victory, the England top order are off to a shaky start at 65 for 4. So, attempt to stabilise the innings and win the test for England to take a 2-1 series lead.
64 still needed for England to win it. They're 65 for 4 at the moment. Sean Tate's coming back into the attack to try to ruffle Kevin Peterson's feathers, and Andrew Flintoff is at the non-striker's end. This pair have to settle down and consolidate. You just sense a panic in the ranks. After all, the target was only 129.
This is Kevin Peterson. Oh, there's a confidence booster if ever I saw one. It'll get rid of any nerves for sure.
Oh, that's gone a long way.
No, the bowler won't be happy about that. He hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
Batsmen changed their mind. Tate is proving to be a little expensive.
Well, they've played poorly. I mean, it's wholehearted stuff, but in the end, they just haven't played well enough. Oh, it's a monster. Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Smashed that one right out of the ground.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff.
This is quite an onslaught by Peterson. It looked as if he was home to me. That's a good call from Peterson.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it. It's Freddie Flintoff on strike.
Steered expertly into the gap. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. These two are building a solid partnership. Fielder's not going to reach that one.
Beautifully played. You couldn't imagine anything better.
That was a real textbook shot.
Nice start. That'll settle him down.
He looks as if he might be hurt. Let's get on to that one.
Great shot. Great shot. It just rocketed to the boundary.
And the end of the over.
That was not good enough, given where we are in this match. That is too expensive to retain any control over things. Lovely shot, lovely shot. It raced to the fence for 4.
What?
Having won the toss, England have a real chance to bat Australia out of the game. Andrew Strauss has been in terrific form throughout the series, and the English faithful are looking for more of the same from him. We are ready to get underway for the final test match in what has been an enthralling Ashes series. The Oval here in South London is packed to the rafters. The Australians are out there and raring to go as Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss make their way to the middle. England 2-1 up in the series. The first ball of the day will be bowled by Glenn McGrath, and it's Marcus Trescothick on strike. Here's Marcus Trescothick. They just don't seem to be focused on this campaign.
Trescothick waiting at the striker's end.
That's a good, positive start, and it shows that he's very confident out there.
Played into the gap. The sweeper picks up. Strauss waiting at the striker's end.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
We can have a look at that again.
This is Andrew Strauss. That is massive.
That's a big hit. It'll go all the way. He's got hold of that one out of the ground.
Nope, the bowler won't be happy about that.
Langer is not going to reach that. Strauss waiting at the striker's end.
Nice start, that'll settle him down.
Super shot that. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. That's a brilliant shot, right off the meat of the bat. And the end of the over.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course it brings him a lot of runs.
We can have a look at that again. He's got it into the gap. Trescothick moves into double figures with those runs.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
That came right off the middle of the bat. That's 4 runs.
He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game. Exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum.
Stroke through the covers. That brings up his half-century.
That is a very, very well-deserved half-century. He's played as well as he can play. The key, make more of it.
If he runs here, it looked as if he was home to me.
Oh, he played that stroke perfectly.
Strauss waiting at the striker's end.
No, that's not great bowling, to be honest. I don't think the captain will be too happy with that. Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch.
This has been a vital partnership for England. That's found the gap in the field. Just one run. Steered expertly into the gap. Strauss sending him back. That wasn't a very good delivery.
He must concentrate on line and length. Nothing else now. It's give nothing away to the opposition. That's the message.
He's worked that into the gap. Trescothick said no to another run.
Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Turned off his hips. That ball was at the fence in no time at all. Cleared the boundary, 6 runs.
You can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant.
Beautifully timed through the covers for 4.
He loves it there. That's a great stroke. 4 more. You give this guy too much room, and it's 4 every time.
Strauss facing. That's a century for Strauss.
That's a magical innings. It's 100 he'll never forget, and neither will any of us who've watched it.
Should be some runs here. Just one run.
Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack.
That is a top shot.
What super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
Got onto that one.
No, that was a really good stroke. He looks in great touch out there.
Played into the gap.
You just don't see it played much better than that. Marvellously well played.
Way into the stands. 6 runs. McGrath continues.
The real revelation for England during this 2005 Ashes series has been the performances of the debutant Kevin Pietersen. He's rarely failed in all the 4 previous Test matches. Mind you, 100 has escaped him up to this point.
Ian Bell caught by Shane Warne off the bowling of Glenn McGrath, which focuses all the attention on Kevin Pietersen. England are 67 for 3 and rather relying on Pietersen to take the game away from the Australians. His brilliant form of the summer is needed here now because England only have to draw the game to ensure that they capture the Ashes for the first time in 18 years.
Here's Kevin Pietersen.
McGrath at the start of his run-up. Well, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Covers are still on, and play's unlikely to start for a while.
This is exactly the scene that every cricketer dreads. The rain beginning to pour down. I think this could be a longer delay than we'd first expected. Frustration all round. Well, it's a relief to be able to tell you that the rain has cleared up, the clouds have moved away, the players are already out there in the middle, and in the commentary box is Richie Bannon. What a wonderful stroke. By heaven, he looks in good shape out there.
And the end of the over.
Here's Marcus Trescothick.
Should be some runs here.
Not a very successful campaign so far.
Pietersen facing. Beautiful piece of batting that.
Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack.
gone a long way.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
That is a top shot.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum.
Play it away with comfort. The sweeper picks up. Peterson is really taking the match to the bowlers. Stopped in the covers.
Don't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
Really given that a whack. 6 runs.
Miles, he's hit it miles.
Hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes.
Oh, it's a monster. Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
There's his half century.
Aha, 50 for Kevin Peterson. He always plays with a certain joie de vivre. Well, he's done that again today. This is a heck of a promising innings. Truth be told, we saw a dismal performance from the middle order first time round.
He's got hold of that one. Out to the ground. Perfectly timed shot for 4.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course, it brings him a lot of runs.
That nearly joined us up here in the commentary box. Peterson waiting at the striker's end.
That is massive.
What a marvellous shot.
They'll get you if you bowl there. This is one of the world's great players through the leg side.
McGrath is coming around the wicket. He's got onto that one. Triscothic, very quickly onto that one.
Nicely timed. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time. Sometimes ease and grace will do it. Now the bowler's giving him a hard time out there. That will have hurt. He won't want to show that it's hurt, but you sense the momentum changing.
Triscothic, facing.
Cracking stroke. The secret was that he got his feet into position early and had plenty of time to play it.
We can have a look at that again. That was a mighty hit.
Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff.
Played into the gap. Fielded by the man at long on. They've turned that into two. That's good running.
Oh, that's a gift, just a gift, and this guy's too good to ignore gifts like that.
That's in the stands. 6 runs.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence.
That's out of the ground.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
Horn is beginning to lose his line and length. That's a century for Peterson.
One of the best hundreds you'll ever see, and a joy to watch it. Quite brilliant.
A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. These two are building a solid partnership. Peterson is now facing.
What super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
He smashed that one right out of the ground.
He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game.
Stopped in the covers.
Can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant! His straight driving is perfect.
There should be some runs here. Just one there, and the end of the over.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
That was sheer power.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that. He loves it there. Leg stump, and it's 4 every time.
Beautiful piece of batting, that. This is quite an onslaught by Peterson.
Michael Clarke has got off to a great start in the second innings of this, his first ever Ashes Test match. Indeed, a strong performance from him should aid Australia's hopes for victory.
Michael Clarke, the young Australian tyro in his Ashes Test debut, is aiming to make his mark on the hallowed turf of Lords. It's his first visit here, and he went for just 11 in the first innings, trapped in front by Simon Jones and Plum LBW.
That brings up his half-century.
50 for Michael Clarke. The blonde bombshell from New South Wales is back as a Test match cricketer, and now if he can knuckle down 100, it's there for the taking. Now for all you youngsters out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the stroke.
Clarke facing. There's some overthrows here.
They cannot afford to give runs away like that. That's not a very good throw.
Giles continues.
What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
It's straight to a fielder.
Cracking stroke. The secret was that he got his feet into position early and had plenty of time to play it. That's it for the second session of play. Much, I think, for the fielding side to think about in the dressing room during the tea break. We'll take a short break and see you back here soon. Right on the stroke of 4 o'clock. The bowlers are at the end of their mark, the batsmen are ready, and so are we for the final session of play.
Fielded by the man at long on. I think he was easily back in the crease there. Martin said no to another run.
won't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
He picked that up beautifully.
His straight driving is perfect.
Clark facing. He struck 2 6s now off this over from Flintoff. Really given that a whack. 6 runs. That was just inches from the stumps. Played into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. He looked as if he was home to me. That's a good call from Clark. Hit straight to a fielder. Martin facing. Hit straight to a fielder.
Well, that's perfection. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just stroked it away.
Hit straight to a fielder. Flintoff is going to try over the wicket. Flintoff to begin a new over.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course it brings him a lot of runs. Cracking stroke. He's in good touch.
Oh, that's a really superb shot. We can have a look at that again. Clark waiting at the striker's end.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
Let's see the action replay of that. Clark facing. That brings up his century.
That's a magical innings. It's 100 he'll never forget, and neither will any of us who've watched it. A disappointing first innings by the Australians, who were bowled out for 190. Now the bowling attack, which is headed by Glenn McGrath, is required to strike back immediately against the old enemy.
The players and the umpires are making their way to the middle for the start of play in England's first innings. There are Marcus Trescothick and Andrew Strauss, who surely are looking to build the base for England's total. You can bet your life that the new ball specialist, the master, Glenn McGrath, has other ideas.
Out in the middle now is Marcus Trescothick.
McGrath is going to try over the wicket. That was a no ball by McGrath. There's the umpire signal, no ball. McGrath is going to try over the wicket. Just shoulders arms to that one. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. McGrath is coming around the wicket. It's edged and out. That flew off the edge, but he managed to get a hand to it, and it stuck.
An early wicket like that puts such pressure on the batting side.
McGrath gets his first wicket. That's a duck for Trescothick.
Well, he hasn't troubled the scorers with that knock.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
After an OK performance with the bat, Australia must be looking to rattle England with the ball. A combination of speed and spin is the best way to gain ascendancy in this Test match.
Ricky Ponting is about to make a bowling change. Yup, it's Shane Warne who's coming on to bowl his first ball of the innings. He'll bowl in tandem with Brett Lee. Now that's a useful combination for the Australians. Spin at one end and speed at the other as they look to make the breakthrough.
Out in the middle now is Marcus Trescothick.
Lee is switching to round the wicket. Lee is coming around the wicket. It's edged and out. Great reflexes. He made it look so easy.
Now that's an important catch. Oh boy, is that an important catch, and didn't he do well to cling on?
This was how the innings ended for
And taking guard now is Michael Vaughan.
Got him, yes, he's out. It's all easy to pick the ball out against the crowd, but he saw that early and had no problem.
Straight down the fielder's throat. That's incredible. Straight down his throat. He didn't have to move an inch.
Lee gets his second wicket.
What an excellent demonstration of accurate and fast bowling. Every batsman has struggled to cope with the speed and the extra bounce too.
Bell waiting at the striker's end.
Well, the bowler didn't do too much wrong there. Just a quite brilliant bit of batting. The great thing is they're not under pressure with time, so they don't need to take any...
Lee is switching to round the wicket. That's edged and out. Great catch. He got his hands in the right place and somehow it stuck. This was how the wicket fell.
This is Kevin Peterson.
Lee is going to try over the wicket. They'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Warren is going to be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. Comfortably held by Martin.
Brilliantly taken by the fielder, brilliant. He's backed up the bowler at a time when it was most needed.
Horn gets his first wicket.
With victory in Australia's grasp, the loss of top-order batsmen has suddenly made the task difficult. Warne and Lee are at the crease. Only 2 wickets are in hand. Can Australia win the second test?
Australia in desperate trouble here at 177 for 8 as Shane Warne faces up to Andrew Flintoff. It is up to the Australian tail to pull off a miracle because for sure England can scent victory. Still a further 105 needed by the Australians if they're to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Shane Warne is facing.
Flintoff at the start of his run-up. That was 6 all the way.
Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes.
That is massive. Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good.
Flintoff continues.
He'll have enjoyed that. Perfectly timed and 4 from the moment it left the bat. And out in the middle is Brett Lee. His first innings bowling figures were nothing special, if we're honest. Let's see if he can bounce back here. Oh, great shot. A great stroke. That was 4 from the moment that it left the bat.
Hit straight to a fielder. Lee waiting at the striker's end.
Well, the trouble with bowling there is that it's his favourite area, and he'll hammer you every time. Oh, there's a confidence booster if ever I saw one. It'll get rid of any nerves for sure.
And the end of the over.
There's plenty of time left, so I guess the message is don't take any risks. Oh, that's a gift, just a gift, and this guy's too good to ignore gifts like that.
That's 50 for Warren.
He's applied himself superbly out there. You know, conditions have been tricky, but it's a top-class innings.
Stopped in the covers.
Oh, good shot. Saw it early, got in position quickly, and nailed it.
Warren facing.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum.
That's just one there. Parmesan continues.
That's a classic, as good as you'll ever see, a masterful stroke, and look how the spectators respond. They love that sort of batting. Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack.
They'll be looking for that ball for days. Stopped in the covers.
The great thing is they're not under pressure with time, so they don't need to take any risks. They should really get themselves in before they start to play extravagant strokes.
Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man out long on. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. The batsmen changed their mind. Fielded by the man out long on. Looked as if he was home to me. Warren sending him back. Flintoff continues. He's worked that into the gap.
Well, he was lively first up, and he's hungry again, I reckon.
That was a no ball by Flintoff. There's the umpire signal, no ball. He was pushing his luck a little there. That was a good piece of running.
Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
Got onto that one.
Well, a player of this quality just doesn't miss out on opportunities like that. Onto it in a flash. Set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant! Beautifully played. You couldn't imagine anything better. He loves it there. That's a great stroke. 4 more.
These two are building a solid partnership. fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home.
Nicely timed. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time. Sometimes ease and grace will do.
Lee waiting at the striker's end. I think he was easily back in the crease there. Comfortably held by Peterson.
Would you believe it? He's picked the fielder out perfectly.
Warren waiting at the striker's end. That's a century for Warren.
Oh, he's played really well out there and thoroughly deserves that 100. Now the key thing is to keep going because there's a big total to be had here today. Australia have been outplayed in this third test. The top order are well below par, so can the tail end save face by preventing the follow-on?
Adam Gilchrist has gone and Australia are struggling at 186 for 6. Shane Warne and Michael Clarke are together. They've got to rescue the innings and somehow avoid the follow-on. Warne looks in good touch. We can't rule anything out from him. Michael Clarke, of course, is injured as he faces his first delivery from Simon Jones.
On strike is Michael Clarke.
That really was a super stroke.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course it brings him a lot of runs.
We can have a look at that again. Players are leaving the pitch. The covers are being brought out and it's raining quite hard.
This is exactly the scene that every cricketer dreads. The rain beginning to pour down. I think this could be a longer delay than we had first expected. Frustration all round. Good morning and welcome to the start of another day's play. The players have made it to the middle now, and up in his seat in the commentary box is Richie Bennett.
Thanks, Mark. Welcome back to the cricket ground for this next session of play. Clarke waiting at the striker's end. That one's gone to the fence. Jones continues. He runs here, fielded by the man out long on. pushing his luck a little there. Just 2 more runs on the board.
Shane Warne's on strike.
Fielded by the man out long on. Played into the gap. Direct hit would have got him. That takes him into double figures. Giles is coming around the wicket. What a marvellous catch. An easy catch.
Very safely done. He's got soft hands, his eyes were level.
That's found the gap in the field. There it goes. Stopped in the covers.
Well, the bowler can't really complain about that. It's a poor line and been suitably punished.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
You just don't see it played much better than that. Marvellously well played.
Let's see the action replay of that.
Oh, that's a gift, just a gift, and this guy's too good to ignore gifts like that. Never mind the fielder, the bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that.
It's straight to a fielder. It's straight to a fielder.
Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch. Demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Jones to start another over of this long spell. Marvellous stuff.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
That brings up his half-century.
Oh, Shane Warne is a dangerous man. Beware if you're in the opposition. He goes to 50 today, and you wouldn't back against him going on to make more. He still doesn't have that elusive 100 in Test match cricket. Huge! That is huge! A great stroke. My goodness, this guy can play. What a pleasure to watch him too.
Stopped in the covers. It's 2 sixes off the over now. Pushed into the gap. Giles is switching to round the wicket.
That is massive. Miles, he's hit it miles.
They were diving for cover with that one. Hit straight to a fielder. What a marvellous shot. Hit straight to a fielder.
Skipper won't be pleased with him after that over. Fantastic shot there. And I think he knew it was four just as soon as he struck it. Thank you. 4 runs. You've got to pitch the ball further up on this surface.
There should be some runs here. Fielded by the man out long on. The sweeper picks up. He's not a good judge of a run, is he? He's really given that a whack. 6 runs.
Oh, it's a monster. Ricky Ponting's on 48 and looking good. If ever a captain's innings was required, now's the time for Ponting to do something special and get Australia back into the game.
Australia are 135 for 3. Ricky Ponting's unbeaten on 48, and he's the key to the whole thing. England, of course, desperate for quick wickets as they're pushing for victory. There's still a 288 difference between the sides, but it's the resolve of the Australian captain that could decide the whole afternoon.
And facing is Ricky Ponting.
There's his half-century.
He's applied himself superbly out there. You know, conditions have been tricky, but it's a top-class innings. That's ideal. A perfect example of how to play that shot, and he deserved 4 for it.
Let's see the action replay of that.
That's a good one. Well timed and 4. Beautifully placed. Goodness, he's in good nick.
We can have a look at that again. That's found the gap in the field. Batsmen will have to be more careful now, having got away with that. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. The sweeper picks up. A hopeful shout, and the batsman was easily in. Ponting sending him back. That was a superb placement. Smashed that a long way.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
That's a big hit. It's 6.
Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff.
He was struggling there, but somehow he's got away with it. Played into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. That was a very anxious moment for the batsman there. He must be starting to think of 3 figures now. Steered expertly into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. He's not a good judge of a run, is he? That's the second 6 from the over.
Great shot. Great shot. It just rocketed to the boundary.
And the end of the over. These 2 have now put on 50 for the 4th wicket. Marvellous stuff. Stopped in the covers. think he was easily back in the crease there. The batsmen changed their mind. He was onto that with flash.
What can I say about that shot? He does look in good touch today.
That brings up his century.
Now there's a high-class 100 if ever you'll see one. Ricky Punter Ponting, the Australian captain, has done a fantastic job for his side here today. He takes the applause of the crowd, knowing that he's dragged them out of the mire and set up a fantastic opportunity for Australia.
Yeah, he was getting enough turnout there in the first innings and reaped full rewards. This time round, you can expect him to rip it. What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
Oh, that must have been close. He's worked that into the gap. Fielded by the man out long on. He was pushing his luck a little there. That's 2 more runs on the board. Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man out long on. Just 1 run.
Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch.
Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. It's a good call from Ponting.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course, it brings him a lot of runs.
Turned off his hips. There's just 1 there. Just 1 run. Tucked off his legs. Direct hit would have got him.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum. His straight driving is perfect.
Hit straight to a fielder. He looked as if he was home to me.
Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum. He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game.
Well, that'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. He's got hold of that one, out of the ground.
Super effort. He's in fantastic form, you know, and this 100 has proved it. This is an unusual position for the Australians as they try to avoid the follow-on for the second time in the series. 5 down, and things are looking bleak for them.
What an amazing position for the Australians to find themselves in. They're 100 for 5. They're trailing England by 377 after that collapse, and they still need another 178 to avoid what would be an embarrassing follow-on. They haven't followed on for an age. Adam Gilchrist and Simon Cadiger at the crease, and a lot lies on their shoulders.
Here's Adam Gilchrist. Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff. Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
He struck that straight down the ground. Steered expertly into the gap. The sweeper picks up. That's 2 more runs on the board.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
Let's see the action replay of that.
Oh, and the bowler can't believe it. That's out of the ground. Maximum.
Oh, guard won't like that at all. That was a no ball by Hogarth.
Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good.
There's the umpire signal, no ball.
Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch. Now, for all you youngsters out there, that is a perfect example of how to play the stroke.
Tadic waiting at the striker's end.
You give this guy too much room, and it's 4 every time.
That was perfectly struck.
Yeah, he'll be pleased with that. It came pretty much out of the middle of the bat, and all in all, he looks in good touch. Cracking stroke. The secret was that he got his feet into position early and had plenty of time to play it.
Fielded by the man out long on. Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. Batsmen changed their mind.
That's a good, positive start, and it shows that he's very confident out there. No, that's not great bowling, to be honest. I don't think the captain will be too happy with that.
That's racing away for 4.
What can I say about that shot? He does look in good touch today. Fantastic shot there. And I think he knew it was 4 just as soon as he struck it.
That brings up his half-century.
And a half-century for Simon Katic, this punchy player from New South Wales. He does it with all sorts of unlikely-looking strokes at times, but the thing about him is the strength of his mind, and that's the reason that he gets to 50 today.
Beautifully played. You couldn't imagine anything better. It's pretty tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this. There doesn't seem to be any margin for error.
This partnership is really frustrating the bowlers.
Well, the bowler can't really complain about that. It's a poor line and being suitably punished.
I think he was easily back in the crease there. Gilchrist sending him back. Katic facing.
The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows.
Katic facing.
Over pitch to this guy, and you guarantee that it'll get punished. His straight driving is perfect.
It's 3-4 from the over so far.
Well, he smashed that for 4, and what a big smile on his face.
pushed through the covers. Stopped in the covers. Katic facing.
Oh, good shot. Saw it early, got in position quickly and nailed it.
He's not a good judge of a run, is he? Fine running by those two batsmen.
It's a good plan, this, by the batsmen. You can sense that they want to run the fielders ragged. Such pressure and mistakes will come.
There's his half-century.
Yeah, it's been a good knock, but only so far. There's a lot more to do yet.
Well, that'll beat the fielder. Stopped in the covers. That's a fantastic strike.
Effortless, brilliant, and maximum.
That's 100 for Katic.
That is a very good century from Simon Katic. He really is the finished article. He's played quite excellently today, getting well forward when he's had to, then rocking back and playing all his strokes too. Terrific performance from one of the most popular men in the game.
The bowler won't like that one little bit. We can have a look at that again.
Well, the trouble with bowling there is that it's his favourite area, and he'll hammer you every time.
Played into the gap. Looks in good form out there. He gave that a bit of Larry Dooley.
Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
Having to cover and stand there.
Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6. That was a really good stroke. He looks in great touch out there.
Gilchrist waiting at the striker's end. He was struggling there, but somehow he's got away with it.
Oh, it's a monster.
That's found the gap in the field. It looked as if he was home to me. That was good running between the wickets.
Oh, good running, very good running. And it does add precious runs to the total. It'll make such a difference when it gets down to the wire.
Steered expertly into the gap. Just one run.
England's top order collapse has opened the door for the Australians, who surely thought they'd lost this test. Now they can attempt to claim victory, as England still need 13 more to win.
Geraint Jones is out then, trying to hit Shane Warne down the ground. That was a steady catch from Michael Kasprovic. The tail is under such pressure. Still 13 needed to seal victory for England as Brett Lee starts a new over to Matthew Hoggard. Australia are proving just what a good and fighting side they are, and suddenly they have a real chance of stealing this win away from England.
Lee is coming around the wicket. Lee is switching to round the wicket. Lee is coming around the wicket. Lee is coming around the wicket. Australia have changed their field. Edged and safe. And the end of the over.
That's a good, tight over. Make the batsman work hard for his runs, and you never know what will come of it.
Warne, the bowler's wrist spin. Australia have made, he'll be aiming for that rough patch. He'll be trying to bowl into the rough. Ponting will be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. They'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Oh, what a catch by Ponting.
Brilliantly taken by the fielder, brilliant. He's backed up the bowler at a time when it was most needed. You can't keep a good man down. There's a 5-wicket haul for Shane Warne, the master. Certainly the greatest of all leg spinners, arguably the greatest bowler of all time, and he has another 5-wicket haul to his name here today. We've seen all the variations too, a ripping leg break, the odd googly, plenty of top spinners. Yep, no issue. Warne is still the boss.
He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. They'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Warne, they'll be aiming for that rough stuff. Out. He's been caught.
That's not a great stroke. It's almost as if he lost concentration.
Warne gets his 6th wicket. Harmison is out for a duck.
It is a long old walk back when you've made a duck. Quack, quack.
They'll be aiming for that rough stuff. He'll be trying to bowl into the rough. He'll be trying to pitch the ball into the rough. That's the end of the 30th over.
Generally, batsmen like to keep the scoreboard ticking. If they get bogged down, they begin to get frustrated, and that, of course, is when the chances come.
Ponting has made a slight change to the field. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. That is an excellent catch.
Well, hell, it might not have been the hardest chance, but they've still got to be taken.
Australia's opening pair, Justin Langer and Matthew Hayden, have failed to be anywhere near their best in the 4 previous tests. Now is their chance to put Australia in a commanding position in the 5th and final test.
This pair of Australian Test cricketers have made for a marvellous partnership over many years, but both have failed to capture their previous form in this Ashes series. So they'll be looking to dig deep and lay the foundations for the Australians and their own futures in the Australian team.
And facing now is Justin Langer.
3 runs here. Langer facing. That was a no ball by Harmison. That's found the gap in the field. The sweeper picks up. There's the umpire signal, no ball.
It's pretty tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this. There doesn't seem to be any margin for error.
That's a beautiful shot.
You give this guy too much room, and it's 4 every time.
Four runs. racing away to the boundary.
That's a good one. Well timed and 4. Beautifully placed. Goodness, he's in good nick.
Play it away with comfort. Langer said no to another run. Beautiful piece of batting, that.
Huge! That is huge! He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run earner for him too.
Should be some runs here. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. Well, that isn't the place to bowl at this batsman. Let's see the action replay of that. Speeding to the boundary.
Cracking stroke. He's in good touch.
We can have a look at that again.
Opening up is Matthew Haight.
That was sweetly timed.
What a wonderful stroke. By heaven, he looks in good shape out there.
Steered expertly into the gap. He's got it into the gap.
Good stroke, but I don't think that's the place to bowl to him.
We can have a look at that again. Flicked off his legs. Turned off his hips.
Now that will send an early message to the bowlers that they'd better keep it tight.
There's his half century.
Yeah, it's been a good knock, but only so far. There's a lot more to do yet. Oh, he played that stroke perfectly.
He timed that to perfection. Marvellous effort, that. He's timing the ball perfectly today.
Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course, it brings him a lot of runs.
This is quite an onslaught by Langer.
He loves it there. That's a great stroke. 4 more.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion.
Oh, there's a demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence.
Turned off his hips.
Not long now until the lunch interval.
Play it away with comfort. Fielded by the man at long on. Just 1 run. That was a really confident shot.
Oh, he really laid into that delivery. 4 all the way.
Oh, that must have been close. That's the end of the 5th over. Steered expertly into the gap.
No boundaries. The bowlers cannot give away boundaries. They have to keep it tighter now.
Just 1 run.
He must concentrate on line and length. Nothing else now. It's give nothing away to the opposition. That's the message. That is massive.
Langer waiting at the striker's end. It's just 1 there. It's been a rather expensive over so far.
Miles, he's hit it miles.
This partnership is really frustrating the bowlers. It was a no ball by Harmison.
You give this guy too much room, and it's 4 every time. Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack.
Langer has taken his score into the 90s. He's got it into the gap. There's just one there. Played into the gap. Langer waiting at the striker's end. Certainly saw that one early.
Well, a player of this quality just doesn't miss out on opportunities like that. Onto it in a flash.
There's his century.
That is another excellent 100 from Justin Langer, and doesn't he love it? Look at the way his eyes are sparkling. He's played typically today. He's a kind of nuggety little player, but his running between the wickets is one of the strengths of his game too. He really deserves that innings. I'm delighted for him. You almost sense how much he loves to thread the ball through the cover region.
Hayden is now facing. Played that with superb timing.
That's a good, positive start, and it shows that he's very confident out there.
Let's see the action replay of that. That's a cracking shot.
No, that's not great bowling, to be honest. I don't think the captain will be too happy with that.
That's 50 for Hayden.
50 for Matthew Hayden. He's a run machine, this guy. He's got forward in this innings and driven the ball so strongly down the ground. And he punches the air in joy. He knows that there's something before him here. And it's 100 if he wants it. Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
Hoggard is not impressed. Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. That's 2 more runs on the board. Hayden waiting at the striker's end.
Exciting, exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum.
Smashed that a long way. We can have a look at that again. These two are building a solid partnership.
Never mind behind the fielder. The bloke in row 10's got the best chance of catching that. It's pretty tough for the bowlers on a pitch like this. There doesn't seem to be any margin for error.
He's not a good judge of a run, is he?
With the game well beyond Australia's reach as Matthew Hayden and Justin Langer approach the wicket, the question is, what if bad light hadn't come to stop play on the fifth and final day?
Bad light and rain have dogged the Australians' efforts to get out there and have a crack at pulling off an incredible victory to tie the series and keep the Ashes from England. Here we go then. Langer and Hayden making their way out to the wicket as the English players and umpires are too. There's a target of 342 to win the game for Australia. Few overs remaining in the day. It'll take nothing short of a miracle.
And facing now is Justin Langer. And now the confidence is seeping through. He dispatched that with, well, with ease and grace. That's a good, positive start, and it shows that he's very confident out there. Exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum. Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it. Oh yes, well, timing the ball that sweetly early on in his innings is going to give him a lot of confidence.
Langer waiting at the striker's end.
The straight drive is his favourite stroke. We know that, they should know that, and it shows. Here's Matthew Hayden. No, the bowler won't be happy about that.
It's a lovely way to get off the mark. Hayden facing.
Can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant. won't even bother chasing that. That's away into the bleachers.
That was sheer power.
Overpitch to this guy and you guarantee that it'll get punished.
That is a top shot.
Miles, he's hit it miles. That is massive.
That nearly joined us up here in the commentary box.
Exciting power in that hook. He is so strong in this stroke, so strong. Extra covers the place, pure and perfect.
Marvellous stuff.
This cover driving is a joy to watch.
That brings up his half-century.
Oh, he's done well. He's played well, all credit to him, but from the team point of view, now's the time to keep going.
I think he was easily back in the crease there. Batsmen changed their mind.
Such control of such a difficult stroke. What an excellent hooker of the ball he is. The bowler isn't doing enough to keep it tight. It's a surprise to me if he stays in the attack. It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far.
Well, that's found the gap in the field.
No, it was a flat pitch. They didn't perform as well as they can with the new ball, and I reckon they've got to improve on that.
Beautiful piece of batting, that. Hayden facing. There's his half-century.
50 for Matthew Hayden. He's a run machine, this guy. He's got forward in this innings and driven the ball so strongly down the ground. And he punches the air in joy. He knows that there's something before him here. And it's 100 if he wants it.
That's cleared the rope. 6 runs.
No, that's not great bowling, to be honest. I don't think the captain will be too happy with that. Costly, very costly. He'll need to improve on it if he's going to stay in the attack, I think.
That's cleared the boundary. 6 runs.
Now the key is that the bowlers have to keep it tight at this stage or the match could go.
did hit. It's 6.
Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff.
That was a mighty hit.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run earner for him too. What a super stroke. Do you know, I didn't think that was a bad ball either.
That was a very anxious moment for the batsman there. Marvellous effort there. Amazing catch.
Would you believe it? He's picked the fielder out perfectly.
And facing is Ricky Ponting.
And that is an impressive shot.
Huge! That is huge!
Ponting moves into double figures with those runs.
Now that's not the right line to bowl to this guy, not at all. He'll thrash you if you bowl there. What a wonderful stroke. By heaven, he looks in good shape out there. Four from the moment he hit it. There's a skill in that. Picking the gap is a skill.
Let's take a look at that in slow motion. And the end of the over.
Well, he can't afford to give away runs at this stage, so get him out of the attack and get someone on who won't. Oh, it's a monster.
Hardly seemed to hit that, yet it sailed over the ropes. That's a century for Langer.
That is another excellent 100 from Justin Langer, and doesn't he love it? Look at the way his eyes are sparkling. He's played typically today. He's a kind of nuggety little player, but his running between the wickets is one of the strengths of his game too. He really deserves that innings. I'm delighted for him. He's always looking for that shot. It's such a strength in his game. Yep, he does play that shot really well. And of course, it brings him a lot of runs.
That wasn't a very good delivery. Well, that'll beat the fielder.
Well played, my favourite stroke. The on drive, it's a difficult stroke to play, but he met it with the full face of the bat, and if you've got your feet in the right position, you won't go far. Oh, another one of those, and this bowler will be out of the attack. You can't set fields for a shot like that. Brilliant!
That was a really confident shot.
Oh, that's got the treatment, and you got to say it deserved it.
looked as if he was home to me. That's in the air, but it's 4 runs. Hoggard continues. That was 6 all the way. That's 50 for Ponting.
He's played a gem of an innings. The key is to retain concentration and move on. Expensive, too expensive, particularly at this stage of the game. You know, you cannot afford to hemorrhage runs like that.
Super shot.
Great strike. Great strike. 6 from the moment he hit it.
What a marvellous shot.
He has smashed that a long, long way. That is great to watch for the neutral, not so good for the bowler.
The sweeper picks up. Fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. Langer said no to another run. Beautiful piece of fielding. Out. He's been caught.
Now, he made that catch look easy, but it was far from it.
Parmesan gets his first wicket.
Perfect timing today. That's a top-class innings, a joy to watch. Footwork, technique, running between the wickets, high class. Demoralising sight for any bowler. The ball is just sailing over the fence. Oh, he looks good when he hits down the ground. Very good. Excellent shot, excellent. Such an exciting player to watch.
Played into the gap. Oh, that must have been close. That was a good piece of running.
Yes, now that's a good example of how the best teams around put particular importance on their running between the wickets. It squeezes every last run out of an innings and is so important when the thing gets down to the wire. Uppish but safe, I guess you'd say. Keep it on the ground at this stage, but well, we're watching one of the great risk takers.
Well, that isn't the place to bowl at this batsman.
Well, he smashed that for 4, and what a big smile on his face.
Great shot by Martin. Martin facing. That one will have ruffled his feathers. Super shot by Langer. beautiful shot.
Truth be told, we saw a dismal performance from the middle order first time round.
Shot that is beautifully played.
It doesn't matter if it's in the air when you hit it that far. Well, he hardly seemed to hit it, and it's 6.
Marvellous effort that. An easy catch.
He got into a great position to take that catch. On strike is Michael Clark. Now that was a really good stroke. He looks in great touch out there. He's hit it miles!
Clark facing.
Oh, the bowler won't like that. This is exciting stuff. Nicely timed. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time. Sometimes ease and grace will do it.
Hogarth is not impressed.
What a wonderful stroke. By heaven, he looks in good shape out there.
And 6.
Exciting player. There's risk in that stroke, but it is maximum.
Super stuff that. Out 4.
Now have a look at this again. That is a good example of how to take a catch.
This was the end of the innings for Langer. He watched that onto the bat perfectly.
Well, that's perfection. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just stroked it away. What can I say about that shot? He does look in good touch today.
Tadic waiting at the striker's end.
Oh, he picked that up beautifully. Quite beautifully.
Well,